Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 21 career mode with Bayer Leverkusen. In today's episode, we're going to kick off the episode with the game against Borussia Dortmund, the quarterfinals of the Cup. I'm pretty excited about that one because semi-final in the first season, maybe even a final, could be really good. Knocking out one of the bigger teams will be interesting. Although we have just come off a pretty sticky result against them. Well, a draw, not the end of the world. Also, in this episode, we've got some more games than just that. We do play the first knockout leg of the Europa League against Ajax, and we'll probably play the Schalke game as well away in the league, as they are right up there. And so we will simulate Cologne and Freiburg, and then obviously skip on to the next episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you're all good. I hope you're all well. Let's get into this one. Let's pick the team for the Borussia Dortmund game. We're going to take a quick look at the youth squad as well. Now, I've absolutely action-packed this youth squad. There's a load of players I need to cut, as you could tell. There aren't too many standout players as of yet, apart from this lad, Bjorn Weib. Great, cheers FIFA, thank you EA for that name, but he could potentially come into the team. His potential rating is 78 to 86, so as long as it is the upper 80s, he would be a very good player at cam. So he's an option, but I'm not ready to upgrade anyone, not ready to bring anyone up yet. I just want to keep nurturing the talent. I'm going to go through now and get rid of a few of these players who aren't particularly good, but yeah, I just thought we'd take a quick look at the youth squad. Right, guys, so this is going to be a squad for the first game. A little bit of a rotation. We're going to go with 3 at the back with 2 wing backs in Wendell and Weiser. Bailey and Diaby on the right and left wings. Arnold and Palacios in the centre. And Schick up top since he scored in the last game. We'll see how we get on in this one. I'm trying something a little bit different. The cup games are where you try stuff like this, right? That's the point of a cup game. So we're going to give it a go. I like the 3 at the back we played last time against them, but I feel like it left us a little bit too open. So we're going to go with this one this time out. So here we are, guys. A Borussia Dortmund. This is going to be a big one in our season. Quarterfinals of a cup. Be good for us to have a good cup run this first season. I think so anyway. So regardless, we're going to give it our all in this game. Let's see how we could do here against Dortmund. We've just played them, so we kind of know how they play. But I still don't know how we handle them, especially Haaland. We handled Sancho very well, though. So it'll be interesting. And potentially, we've been given the bracket, haven't we? Bayern Munich or Leipzig after this one, so that'll be great fun for us. Let's get into it, guys. I'm not overly nervous. It has been a few days since I played the game. I was a little bit poorly. If you haven't watched the PES content and didn't see that, I've been a little bit under the weather the past few days, but I'm feeling a lot better now. But this is my first time playing FIFA in, like I said, quite a bit of time. Well, is 3 days quite a bit of time for you to learn how to play, lose how to play FIFA? Surely not. They're not giving me much room here on the ball instantly, though. Although I do spot the run there of Schick. He'll take it in, but nothing going so far. They've been very stout defensively. Oh, Palacios. No! Oh, I thought I'd fire off a shot because why not try and get a long ranger? And now we're in trouble. The 3 at the back here is to kind of try and stem these situations happening and allow me to move a centre-back out if needed. And I have done there. Oh, Sven Bender in the end being back for that. I forgot how fast-paced this is as well compared to PES. This is going to take me a moment. Go on, Schick. What we got? Oh, it's a terrible ball in the end. Terrible ball in the end. Well, Borussia Dortmund now piling some bodies forward. Rashia, well in Arnold, and he turns well as well. And now we can move the ball forward. I'm going to tell the runner to make his run because we know how dangerous Leon Bailey can be. I'm going to pull this one back and I'm going to lift it in. Oh, it's coming back across to Diaby. I kind of wanted Schick there, but unfortunately Diaby it was. Well, Dortmund have managed to find a bit of a break here. Let's see if they could do anything from it. Emre Can now up against Jonathan Tah. He's been very strong so far at centre-back. Just been outmanoeuvred at the moment by Guerrero, but Emre Can now on the ball. We just can't seem to win it back. Very difficult. You've got to time your tackle very, very well in this year's game, I've noticed. You've got to time it perfectly as Haaland tries to thread that ball through, and we'll win it back in the end. And now can we counter? I'm going to try and counter. Schick. I'm going to go out wide now to Diaby. Oh, it's a terrible ball from Schick, though, unfortunately for us. I don't know if it's the formation, but I'm not feeling what we're doing at the moment. It's not really working for us. And it's on the break that I'm not enjoying. Because when we get on the break, we're not really being able to make anything happen. Palacios now, though, might find Schick in a dangerous position. Schick! Not a bad touch. Schick! Oh, well saved, Diaby! Oh, Hummels! Max Hummels, I believe that was, pretty much on the line, stopping Diaby from finding the back of the net. And I just complained, really, at how we played and that there hadn't been enough moments. Well, there was one just then, wasn't there? And that's a terrible football from Schick. Maybe Schick should finish that. Well, that'll be half-time, and really nothing of note in this first half, apart from that one brief moment, which was pretty exciting. I'm not going to lie. I thought we'd scored. It's our game to win here. That's how I'm viewing it. It's our game to win. They've not offered anything going forward. They've looked really sluggish. The three at the back is working defensively. I've been looking it over, and I'm contemplating changing some of the sliders as well, messing around with them to make it feel a little bit more realistic for my liking in certain scenarios. The injuries is one for me. Now, I know people on FIFA will probably be like, I hate the injuries, which is fine, but I don't. You know, injuries happen in football. It makes it realistic for me for there to be, throughout the season, quite a few injury dilemmas for you to have to deal with. And it feels like at the moment that there isn't many. We've had Diaby, and that's really the only injury I can remember that we've had all season. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we up the injuries. Not the severity, because I don't know what the severity is, because we haven't really had any. But just up the injuries so that there's a few more. Schick now. They're trying to find that ball through to Bailey. Oh, we've made him miss. Bailey! Oh, I thought that was the moment. Well, that was the moment. Bailey's been so clinical. I probably shouldn't have gone near post. I should have gone finesse. Schick now has managed to find Diaby in a good position. What could Diaby do? I'm going to try and cut inside. I do, in the end, cut inside, but it's not great news for us. It's not great ball either, unfortunately. He just kind of got stuck in our feet, and now they will counter. And this is the moment we're trying to avoid, but the three at the back so far has helped us avoid this. Oh, Haaland now in a dangerous position. Need to block him off. Can we do? Well in, Sven. Pick that up, Hardecki. We've averted the danger again, but I think it's nearly time for a substitution. Not a change in system, though, because I think we can still score like this. I really do. It's just a matter of time and if and when, really. Oh, go on, Bailey. Oh, Leon Bailey now. He's got the better. Leon Bailey. I'm going to whip this one across. That's terrible. I've hit the post. It's a terrible cross where I've ended up hitting the post. Well, Haaland coming forward now. Bender might have taken him out there, but apparently not. What can we do now? Maximilian Arnold. Pull that back to Schick. I'm going to play that forward, and I'm going to try and find Diaby, who will try and prod that over to Schick. And if Schick does get to it, he does. Schick! Well saved by Berkey. Very well saved by Berkey. Another moment for Schick. Another moment that I don't know if you'd say he'd let us down in that situation. He does all right, to be fair. It's a really difficult opportunity to take. So double substitution for us. They're going to bring on Frolling as well. We're going to bring on Demarai and also going to bring on Oliver Torres. But Demarai now is going to try and find Bailey. He's got Gadeo up against him this time, though. What could Bailey do? He's dangerous. Oh, he is dangerous in that position. He scored him before, so I thought to myself, why not give it a go? But there was no options, really, were there, for him? So on comes Kramaric for Schick. See if Kramaric can have an opportune moment, maybe, in this game. And we get into Tapsoda. Oh, God, how have we not scored? That's going to be the question at the end of this one. Is how have we not bloody scored? Guerrero now for the first time getting forward and takes a shot there at Hardecki. And there's not long left in this. That's not the ball I was looking for, but we'll get away with it, really. And I'll give it to Wendell, who will then move it to Torres, who's going to ask for the run of Kramaric. And I'm going to fire this one in. And if Kramaric gets to it, surely Kramaric! Oh, he's tipped over by Berkey. Just couldn't get on it properly, could I? Couldn't get on it. It was difficult. It was a difficult opportunity to take, and well saved by Berkey. Oh, massive corner here at the end of the game. Let's see what we could do. I'm just going to fire it in there, and Akanji is up for it. Akanji is up for it, and we're going to go to extra time, guys. We really are going to go to extra time. I mean, not a bad performance from us so far. I don't know how we've not scored. Oliver Torres now. Can he do? I'm going to try and fire it in towards Kramaric. There's just too many bodies in the box at times here for Dortmund. They've done very well defensively as well, to be fair. The three at the back has stood them in good stead. I think they'll probably be more disappointed that they've got two going forward, and you can't really tell that they've got two going forward. And Frolling coming on hasn't done them anything, I don't think, really, to be honest with you. Demarai now will play in Kramaric. And Kramaric doing this situation absolutely nothing, and we will go into the next half. Playing around with the ball too much. Need to try and find the back of the net here. I'll tell you now, the last thing I want is penalties. That is the absolute last thing I want. So let's see if we can pick ourselves a goal up in this one. They've brought off Haaland. Brought on Renier. Interesting. Very interesting, that one. I don't know why. You'd have wanted Haaland on the pitch maybe to take a penalty. Arnold's going to be given some space now. Doesn't get that space again though, does he? Kramaric. Oh, great play from Kramaric. He keeps it. Kramaric now. Oh, well in Akanji. I thought Kramaric was going to go the entire way then. Well in from Akanji. This now surely would be a moment where Dortmund would love to have Haaland still on the pitch. In that kind of set-piece opportunity. Oh, Sancho's managed to win that there. Brandt now. Oh, great play. Renier, they've got men. Hideki! Oh, bounces straight back to Fabian. And although Dortmund have done absolutely nothing in this game, we haven't taken our chances. And in the end, Dortmund have nicked it by the looks of it. I would say that they've probably nicked this one now. It just bounces straight back to him. I mean, there's not much you could do. Hideki makes the save and it's woeful in the end, defending by Wendell. They're going to take their time now with this throwing out. Wow, they're really going to take their time with that ball out. What a dick move there from Borussia Dortmund. But unfortunately, we've been knocked out of the cup in a game that we dominated, but could just not find the breakthrough, could not find the back of the net in so many key moments in normal time. And in added time, to be honest with you, they just defended fantastically. We couldn't break them down at all. And they got a lucky moment and got a lucky goal, and that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes in football. Doesn't always go your way, and it certainly hasn't today. So the focus now will be the league and the Europa League. Unlucky. Right, guys, so it's going to be time for us to put that cup defeat behind us. We had 12 shots and 10 on target, and we just could not find a way past Berkey. But if we take a quick look at the league, Schalke in 9th, we really need to have a decent performance today. We're in 6th, and we just want to keep putting points on the board. 6th or 5th this season, I'd be happy with. But if we could push into the top 4, that would be amazing. No more cup to worry about. I'm hoping Frankfurt drop off a little bit, and that's probably going to give us that position. What's surprising here is how badly that Hertha are doing. In 16th place there, you wouldn't expect with the amount of money they've spent and only 2 wins this season, they really need to pick up the slack. Well, a couple of changes to freshen things up because we've got some tired legs. Perez coming in today, as well as Arias back in the side. And Aragiz, of course. I mean, you could say that we should have played them against Borussia Dortmund, but I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket. The league game as well is massively important. We're only 2 points clear in that European position, and we want to keep our spot in that European position. So we did rest a couple of big players, but I felt like we had enough on the pitch, just couldn't find the back of the net. We're going to swap back to this formation for this one. They are playing 2 up top, but they're playing no one wide, so I think we should do all right, although Schalke last time round was a difficult game. So here we are back in the league in the Veltins Arena. Beautiful stadium to take on Schalke, who are having a mixed season. They started really well, but have dropped off a little bit. I wonder if they're missing McKinney. Probably, I would imagine so, a player of his ilk. But I'm feeling confident in this one. This is the game where we get some goals. It was really frustrating, that Dortmund game. To be fair, I didn't want it to go to penalties. If we're being honest, I didn't. But I would have rather we did better. Oof, a player that we're actually looking at in that Schalke lineup. A little bit older, but a top-tier talent in this league. So maybe someone we look at bringing in the future. Well, Amiri back in the squad today after a few games out, and I must admit, I'm a big fan of Amiri. Oh, he does really well there. If he'd have won that back, imagine the scenes. I'm a huge fan of Amiri. Diaby slowly being nursed back to fitness, but Bailey purely doesn't start this one out of tiredness. It's nothing to do with us favouring Diaby, because, to be honest with you, in current form, we've done dreadfully there defensively, and it just wouldn't let me switch to the player I wanted. I wanted to switch to number 6 there in Perez, but it just wouldn't let me. It was just like, no, you're not swapping to him. We're not giving you that. Go on, Aaron Geese, make a run. Amiri's dangerous, but he can't be giving the ball up like that. And no one did in the end make a run. Oh, and they're through. And here we go, 1-0 down. 1-0 down. Shambolic from us. Absolutely shambolic. It's like the Leverkusen we were watching at the start of the season. Shocking. Amiri gives the ball away sloppily in a terrible position, and I mentioned that I'd missed using him, and then defensively just shocking. Well, we're giving ourselves a mountain already to climb in a game that we can't really afford to lose. And in a moment where we've been struggling to score, and I can tell you now that these will sit back, and we give the ball away again there with Diaby. What are we doing? I need to shake my head. I don't know if it's after being sick, but this is not the kind of performance we need in these early stages. We need to be performing better than this. And now Bellarabi will manage to maybe kickstart us. Well, he won't, because we've got no bloody help here, have we? Bellarabi, Kramaric. Oh, we just did not have enough help there. What are we doing, boys? Get forward. Diaby now. Good position for him. We've got another runner. What can we do here? Oh, Diaby's just going to go for it. Beautiful finish. Absolutely beautiful. We're back in it. There weren't good enough options in the box again, which is really frustrating. We might need to change some instructions to crowd that box a little bit more, to be honest with you. And that's a great camera angle there. Well done, FIFA. But yeah, I can't complain at this. Diaby just, I mean, he's done what Bailey's been doing all season and scored an absolute worldie there for me. That's a tight angle, but the keeper doesn't stand a chance, really. Dangerous now for Schalke. Very dangerous. It's a block off any opportunity they're going to have at all costs. They're moving the ball very nicely here. We're finding ourselves in a lot of issues. Don't let them get the shot off. Well, Impender again. Absolutely superb from him. Kramaric now is going to play that wide to Diaby. He's going to ask for some runners. And I'm going to get a runner in Kramaric, and it's just going to be the world's worst pass you've ever seen. Oof now, very good. Oh, what a ball roll from Oof. And I mentioned him earlier that he was a player we were looking at bringing in, and he's absolutely done me there. Absolutely. What a ball roll from Oof. And I can't believe it, but we managed to get ourselves right back in the game, and we're right back out of it again. His footwork in this was, look at that. Disgraceful defending. Well, back to giving ourselves a bit of a mountain to climb. Not what we wanted, and this is not the way we want to be performing when we've got Ajax coming up either. I mean, we've looked better in this one, to be fair to us, but still, you know, we score a goal, but defensively, how lackluster can you be? Omeri's in! Omeri chips it! We are right back in it, ladies and gentlemen. And he's kind of atoned for his mistake. Cheeky backflip, but he's kind of atoned for that mistake now, hasn't he? And this is one hell of a game, this is. 2-2 already. Cheeky camera angle again, but this is great play between him and Kramaric. Kramaric knew he couldn't get through. Plays it in, and Omeri's very cheeky there. When I went for the chip, I thought, do you know what? This is risky. Why am I going for the chip in this position? But it worked out perfectly, and Omeri can watch the ball, bundle it. He's celebrating before the ball hits the back of the net because he knows it's going in. Omeri, back to Kramaric. What can Kramaric do? Can he go past his man? He's going to try to penalty? Oh, apparently not. I thought he was taken down there for the life of me. I genuinely thought Kramaric was taken down there. I thought that was going to be a penalty. He did really well, very strong of him, but where's our penalty, referee? So that'll be half time, and what an unbelievably ridiculous first half this has been against Schalke here. 2-2. Twice we've gone down, twice we've come back. We've got Bellarabi now. Dangerous position for Bellarabi. What are they doing? Letting him have that. Kramaric! 3-2. 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't take much, did it? Didn't take much of the second half. And Kramaric getting himself another goal for the club. He's slowly starting to settle into this team and the way we play. And Bellarabi, honestly, this is why we didn't sign another right winger, because you ain't getting in the team ahead of Bellarabi. He's so quick, he's so deadly, and what a delivery there to Kramaric. And a beautiful finish on his head, on his noggin. Oh, 3-2 now. This is a ridiculously crazy game. But Demarais won that back again. And I wanted to play in Kramaric, but maybe Bellarabi was the better option. Bellarabi now. Bellarabi! Oh, we've gone for that shot probably a few too many times. Kramaric does really well there to win that back. I'm very, very proud of him. And Aranguiz now will fire off a shot, and it's saved. Well, Schalke are going to implement a change now. They're going to bring on Bentaleb. Been a little bit soft in midfield as Schalke in the second half. We've managed to win the ball back a lot more than we did in the first half. I think that's probably why Bentaleb's come on. Let's see what we could do from this corner, though. Corners are pretty decent in this year's game. I just don't seem to score many. I'm wondering if it's height in the box. I mean, it shouldn't be, because we've got some height, and that's hopefully going out to be our ball, maybe. No, Diaby's going to have to get back. Well done there, Diaby. Very, very well done. And now there might be opportunity for a break. Diaby couldn't get to it, unfortunately. And now it'll be a breakaway for Schalke, potentially. Aaron Gee's getting himself back there, though, now. Once you've got Aaron Gees back in midfield, you're a little bit safe. And that's what he does. And that's what he's done all game long. And Bellarabi now will run with it. Bellarabi, of course, will run with it. And what we're going to do here, we're going to play it across to Kramaric! And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, 4-2 Leverkusen, and it was never in doubt. This is exactly the kind of comeback and fight you want to see from your team, and we're going to need that. And we've got Ajax coming up next, and that's going to be a bit of a tricky game. That camera angle really is the best. That's going to be a tricky game, and once Bellarabi got free here, it was... days were numbered. Maybe the keeper gets a bit unlucky, but we'll take it. Kramaric with another goal. Well, he may well be on for a hat-trick, but we've got games coming thick and fast, so Silas will come on now, so will Paulinho, and we'll make a couple of changes there, as well as Oliver coming on the pitch, because there is no need, is there? There is no need for us to waste tired legs out there when we've got Ajax coming up very soon. Oh, Paulinho there, instantly trying to make an impact. He's not had tons and tons of game time, but when he has played, he's impressed, and he's got a few goals as well for the club, which bodes well for his future here. I'm very excited to see what he can do for us going forward, and they're going forward now as Schalke, and what can we do? Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We can have Aaron Gees in there, and then we can have Bender in there, and there's nothing that screams confidence when you've got those players in those positions. And what are we going to do now, though? We don't... This is not an easy run there, was it, for him? Oh, we've managed to do very well out of this, though. Oh, Paulinho's fresh on the pitch. I probably should have scored. Maybe should have dinked that one. Maybe should have been a little bit cuter with the finish. Bellarabi now trying to find some space. And we've looked very good this second half, to be fair to ourselves. Well, Oof now playing a decent ball in, and Schalke are right back in it. It's not game over yet, because now it's 4-3, and all it took was one breakaway goal, and Schalke are right back in it. For all the dominance we're showing, and we certainly should have scored another goal, Oof just had a great run down the centre. I didn't have my midfielders back, and they're right back in this now. We need to be cautious. Schalke now coming forward. This is dangerous. We're in late added time. Get the ball away. Well held, Hardecki. Well held, Hardecki. And game over, luckily for us now. Game over, and we'll take that. 4-3 in the end. What an absolute crazy game here against Schalke. I think the first time we played against them, it was a 1-0 win. So this one was crazy. Twice down and came back, and it looked like they'd managed to get a little bit of an opportunity there towards the end of that game for them to get right back in it. But Kramaric's 2 goals and just some great play, and Diaby's goal as well. How fantastic was that? Great result here for Leverkusen. Fantastic. We needed those 3 points. Right, guys, so this is going to be the team to play against Cologne. A little bit of rotation, but not massive amounts. We've certainly got the better players on the pitch here. Hopefully, we get a good win in the quick simulation. I'm fingers crossed and we lose 2-1. That is... devastating. 3 shots, 3 chances, 5 shots, 4 chances, and guess what? Once again, we don't take our chances, but Maximilian Arnold gets a goal for us, and that's a really frustrating result. We'll take a look where that sits us in the league. We had managed to catch up in the league as well, which is a bit frustrating, considering just that kind of performance. I don't care about international management. I kind of wish I'd turned that off now in this. But let's check out the competitions as we prepare ourselves to take on Ajax in this one. But let's see where we are in the league. And we are 5th still because Hoffenheim didn't manage to get a result. But frustrating. We need to pick up more points, especially against teams like that. We should be winning that game. But 35 points and... not that far off Frankfurt now. The gap is very close. Top 4 could absolutely be a realistic goal if we have a good run towards this back end of the season. Right, guys, so the team for this Ajax game are there in front of you. Silas is going to get the game this time round. He's done very well in the Europa League for us, so I am not going to stop giving him those opportunities, but we're going to go free at the back in this one. Let's see how we get on. They've got a decent side, but it's nowhere near as good as the team that they had when they played in the Champions League semi-final against Tottenham. Although they do have Anthony in the team, and he's going to be a problem. And I'm a fan of Quincy Promes as well, a player who we actually looked at potentially bringing in. So, yeah, it could be interesting, but we've got to be the favourite, surely. Well, the danger man for us up top there, Kramaric, 3 goals in his last 3 games. Been very deadly for us, of course, starting today in this massive game. We are away in the first leg, so it's very important that we get some decent possession in this first leg, and or even maybe look to hit them on the counter. But I just think we need a good first leg, and maybe maybe nick an away goal. Anana there, someone who's been recommended as potentially Hardeki's replacement. Kramaric's partnership with Silas for the first time in this game as well, so that'll be interesting to see. And Bailey's a bit knackered for this one, so we've gone with Diaby, although he's on form at the moment. Beautiful, beautiful stadium and a beautiful, beautiful match here. We need to perform well in this one. Well, it'll be Ajax to kick us off here. And they'll be up for this. There's no doubts whatsoever. Traore there up top. They will be up for this. They're going to want to prove everybody wrong. They're going to want to go far in this competition as well. This is a blockbuster game at this stage of this competition. Let's be honest. A very blockbuster game at this stage of the competition. And I'm excited for it. And I'm up for it as well. We've got 2 up top. So it just shows that we are aiming for something in this game. I'm just expecting that free in midfield to be really pivotal in this one. Aaron Gee's obviously our key man there. But they've held him off well. And Traore now. What can we do? Aaron Gee's is back in there. And we need to stop an early opportunity as Perez nearly ran into danger. Perez has not had the greatest of starts to life here. But he is slowly settling in. Oh, they've given us room. They've given us room. They've given Palacios way too much room. What's he going to do with it? I'm going to pull it back. And I'm going to play it across. I tried to find Kramaric, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. We need to make those counter-attacks work in this one. We've found Bellarabi now in a dangerous position, but he needs help. That's for sure. Bellarabi do now. Oh, he's done beautifully. Silas, 1-0. And Silas's goal-scoring record in the Europa League is superb when he's played for us. And he's got the first goal in this one against Ajax. Gave Bellarabi so much room. And it does feel like they're going to give us a lot of room in this game. They're not really respecting how good we are. And Silas gets his goal. Very happy for him as well. He's been progressing nicely, but slowly. And I think as time goes on, he's going to get more and more game time for the team. I'm excited to see his progression. So we've got that all-important away goal. That's what matters so far. Now, it's how defensively sound can we be. And when we've played free at the back, we've tended to be very good. And when you've got Aaron Gees and Maximilian Arnold in central midfield, you tend to win the ball back a lot as well. So, I'm working on that mindset. Palacios is given a little bit more of a freebie role where he can get forward a bit more. And Aaron Gees and Maximilian Arnold will cause them all kinds of problems here. And they're trying to do so in this situation. There you go. Maximilian Arnold wins it back. It's been a lot of this so far, though, since the goal went in. And we need to try and win it back. It's handball from them, surely. What can Aaron Gees do here? He will find Silas, who will head it back. It's a dreadful header, really, isn't it? He didn't have many options to go to, though, did he? To be fair to him. Dangerous now for Ajax, as Anthony does very well there. And what can we do? I'm going to try and play that centrally, and it doesn't work out for me. And in the end, Kramaric will pick that up. Oh, and he'll play it. He'll play it, and we've got runners. Diaby. Silas is in. Silas! That's his second goal. That's twice on the break. They've not respected our pace on the break. And that's 2-0 Leverkusen. They cannot give us that kind of freedom on the break. They really can't. We will punish them repeatedly. What a fantastic goal here for Silas. He's got a brace already in this game. Diaby doing a lot of the legwork, but he busts a gut to get into that position. A beautiful finish. Well, Ajax now trying to get themselves in a dangerous position and get themselves back into the game, and they do. And Traore scores an unbelievable goal there for Ajax. Wow. I mean, questions on Hardeki being beaten at the near post there in that position, but wow. What a finish from him. I really don't know how he's managed to squeeze that one into the back of the net, but he did. Hardeki's probably questioning that himself. I mean, it's good play from them and a good pass in the end, but can't be getting beaten there, really. Well, just a lapse of concentration. One brief moment where we put our guard down, and that's how quickly Ajax will punish us. And they'll do that consistently. So we need to be cautious for that one. Bellarabi now, what can he do? He's got great footwork. He really does have great footwork. It's scary how good his footwork is. Aaron Gees now can't do anything. And I think we're just finding our way to half-time now, still with this scoreline. Still being in front is what's important, and just get ourselves to half-time. We've been very leaky at the back in this game, apart from the Dortmund game, where we look very good defensively. Just a momentary lapse there, but we'll take this so far. 2 away goals and 2 1-up, and Silas has been on fire. Oh, they've stood off Kramaric here. Oh, just couldn't play the ball through, and now we're all out of position. He's got to do better there as Kramaric, to be honest with you, hasn't he? He's got to do a lot better. Will they find their man in Anthony? They will find him. I can't believe he's managed to bring that ball down. He's a very skillful player, though. What can we do from this position, though? We've got to be very tight now. Well in Maximilian Arnold, but doesn't win it back. Tagliafico down the wing now. Oh, we're in a dangerous spot again. This would be brilliant for Ajax, wouldn't it? If they scored straight away in the second half, they'd be right back into this game. Oh, we just can't get free, can we? We just cannot get free, Anthony, in the end. And it still finds their way to an Ajax player. This is just sustained pressure, non-stop in this situation. And we just need to get the ball off them. We really need to get the ball off them. This is a crazy amount of sustained pressure. Go on, Arnold. Oh, we can't. Aaron Gees now. Can't win it back either. And you know in this position, unlegendary, this is going in the back of the net, guys. I hate conceding a free kick in this position because you just know instantly this is a goal. Well, they're making themselves a sub. Traore's coming off, which is really interesting because you got the goal for them. So I'm surprised to see that substitution, but we concede these. This usually goes in and, oh, well saved. Hardecki, keep it in. Keep it in. Let's get away. Let's get away, lads. I've had enough of this. Keep running. Not the ball I wanted. I wanted Diaby. So, sustained pressure will resume, unfortunately. We need to get the ball for a bit. We need to have the ball for a little bit here. Well, we lost the ball again in a ridiculous position, and we're going to concede. And really, it's been our ball playing out from the back has been horrendous. All of a sudden, it's 2-2. Ajax have been all over us this second half. We've done absolutely nothing. It's not been our game whatsoever. It's been all Ajax's game. We've had 2 breakaways in this one, and sloppy pass, give the ball away, and terrible defending. Quincy Promes with the goal, and 2-2 all of a sudden. Still advantage Leverkusen with the away goal, but it doesn't feel like it at this moment in time. It would not surprise me if they go on to get another. We need to figure something out in this one. Maybe a change of formation. We've given the ball away again in a dangerous position, and now Quincy Promes will run at us, and they brought on Sergio Dest as well. I don't know why he wasn't starting. Bit interesting, and I'm going to be honest with you, lads. I think we're going to concede more. Oh, we've given them another golden free kick. We know they score these, so we've got to give them another golden free kick, and that'll be a yellow card there. And this game has just fallen apart in this second half. Absolutely fallen apart for us here at Bayer Leverkusen. We may be taking 2 away goals, but we're going to be 3-2 down now. Well, here we go. Quincy Promes. I imagine this is hitting the back of the net. And, wow, Hardecki saved it. That is not usually what you see in this situation. So now, I'm going to tell some players to start making some runs. Kramaric now will try and play that across to Diaby. And I'd like another goal here, lads. I would love another goal. Well in Diaby. What can he do with it? Finds Palacios. And then, oh, Silas just stopped his run. Silas ends up with it, though. And that would have been a hat-trick for Silas there. Unfortunately not. Well, they're in a dangerous position again here with Taylor. And they've given it away, though. They haven't done that often. Silas now. What can he do? Oh, his timing is beautiful. His timing is beautiful to Paulinho. Paulinho's going to run the ball out, though. Well, he's not. I think Ajax player got a touch there, but it wasn't great from him in the end. Oh, apparently not. Apparently it is a goal kick to them. Well, we're going to get a late opportunity, maybe. Paulinho now. Kramaric. Oh. I'll play it again. Bellarabi. And we are going to get a late goal. We really are. 3-2. And you saw the Ajax players there just absolutely collapse to the floor. And I don't blame them because they do not deserve this. They've been superb in this game. They really don't. We've literally had 3 clear-cut chances, and we've scored all 3 chances. We've been very clinical. It's under the legs of Anana. Thank you, Bellarabi. Well, there we go, guys. We do manage to get out of this one with a 3-2 victory and 3 away goals. I have no idea how it happened. We certainly don't deserve it, but hey, it's how it goes sometimes. Silas with a double and Bellarabi getting that late goal for us to make it 3-2 and 3 away goals. Well, what a result there in that one against Ajax. We're going to go forward now and sim the Freiburg game. Hopefully we get a decent result, but I could have not asked for a better first leg. That was absolutely ridiculous in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to rotate things a little bit here. I'm going to play Paulinho. Where's Paulinho? I want Paulinho to get an opportunity here at Cam, but yeah, what an unbelievable game that was. That was absolutely just insanity. Absolute insanity, but a fantastic result for us nonetheless. I can't really be happy with that one. Let's hope for a good simulation this time round. And it's a 1-1 draw, 4-3 on aggregate. What? So I think this is bugged out. Don't know why it says 4-3 on aggregate, because I don't know. I don't know why it says that. But the RB scored. They missed a penalty, and King scored for them. And unfortunately, it's another draw in the league for us in a simulation against Freiburg. I might have to start doing the other match sim, see how that is for us. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Let's take a look where we are in the league. So, still 5th in the league. Gladbach now on 36 points as well. So, it's just extremely bloody close in there. It's going to be really tight for these top 6 places. It really is. Even Bayern now aren't running away with it. They're on 55 points. Leipzig are behind them with 5 points. Although Dortmund not having a great season, being 15 points behind a title challenge. Frankfurt dropping off like we expected. But we need to start winning some of these simulations, guys. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate all the support on the series, on the channel. We hit 400 subs. Thank you very much, guys. You keep surprising me and astounding me. Let's just keep this train going and let's see where we end up. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.